你好。
你好。
Hello.
Hallo.
Guten Tag. Ich werde das Sommerprogramm in Deutschland vorstellen. Oh, tut mir leid. Mein Deutsch ist sehr schlecht. Ich habe in Baden-Württemberg Deutsch studiert. Ihr Motto: Wir können alles, außer Deutsch. So my German is bad. 我可以说一点中文，可是我的中文也很烂。So I will speak mostly English, some Chinese. That's okay. Is that okay? Okay. Don't worry, I put lots of Chinese on the PPT. So if you don't understand, read PPT. Can you see it on your screen? Okay, it's on your screen. All right. Summer school program at this university called, there you go, Fachhochschule Dresden. A Fachhochschule is their version of the 科技大学. In fact, Taiwan's 科技大学 is based off of the Fachhochschule system. So it's kind of a similar school. So yeah, Fachhochschule. Oh, try saying that 3 times. Very difficult. It is in the country of Germany, 德国. I think you know 德国, okay? In the state of Saxony, in the city of Dresden. Dresden is the capital city of Saxony and has a population 人口 of about 100万, about 1 million, if you include the outer area. And the school itself, there you go, that's the city. You can see the city is along the Elbe River. Very beautiful, very picturesque. It was in former East Germany, so it has a lot of the old, I guess, buildings left over from that time period. But it also has lots of historical buildings, especially along the waterfront here. Okay, and the city of Dresden has a lot to offer. It has a lot of nightlife, if you like nightlife. So you have your nightlife, 夜生活, okay, nightlife. Oh. You look like a nightlife person, right? No? No? Do you like nightlife? Yeah, oh, okay, you will like Dresden. It has lots of culture, okay, so it has lots of culture events and activities to see, and also historic buildings, old buildings, and natural beauty. Oh, you can see beautiful nature, trees, and grass, and Germans who like to take off their clothes in the sun for some reason. I don't know why they do that. Okay, so you can see all these wonderful things in Dresden. Dresden is also, because it's the capital city, is also the host of a lot of businesses and factories. And in fact, Dresden is one of the high-tech centers in East Germany. AMD has a factory there. So does Infineon. Infineon is the German version. It's a semiconductor company in Germany. It's their attempt to match TSMC. It's not even close to TSMC. But it's the best they have, okay. GSK, that's GlaxoSmithKline, that's a pharmaceutical company. Of course, VW also has a factory there. In fact, VW is partly owned by the Saxon government. So they actually have members on the board of directors. And this is Xenon. Xenon is a company that makes machine parts for making, basically, semiconductors and other things. So they make machines to make other machines. So there's lots of high-tech businesses in Dresden. If you are perhaps studying computer science or engineering, it would be a good opportunity for you maybe to get to know about these companies. Oh, maybe meet someone who works there. All right, as far as the school itself, the Fachhochschule is in the middle of downtown Dresden, so the transportation is very convenient. 交通很very convenient. Okay, transportation. So this is the main building, and they have a library, a cafeteria where you can have free breakfast and lunch is included with the tuition. Oh, wonderful. All right. And it is in 4 weeks in August, from about mid-August to mid-September. and you get 6 credits out of it, 6 Taiwan credits, and it includes German lessons and field trips and excursions. Oh, that sounds a bit fancy. All right, so anyone here study German? Huh? 1? Do you? No, only 1 German student is here? Oh, okay, well, guten Tag. All right. Anyway, even if you don't study German, we offer German classes that you can take to help you prepare to go on this trip. So don't worry if you don't study German. You can still participate. As far as academics, these are the key advantages of studying at the Fachhochschule Dresden. You get to learn German with the city as your classroom. So you learn German and you get to be in a German-speaking environment. I studied German many years ago, and I can tell you, being in the environment helped me learn it a lot. All right? It's studying here, you can learn a little bit, but you really need to go to a German place to practice your German and hear German every day in order to improve it. So you have lots of intensive German courses with very good teachers. The German teachers are very professional, and they are very, I won't say strict, but they're serious about their job, all right? So don't be late to class. Germans hate late people. Oh, they hate late people. That's why they hate Italians. I'm joking, they don't hate Italians. They're annoyed by Italians because they're always late. The tailored program to accommodate your needs, so they will adjust the teaching level to accommodate the level of the students. So if your German is a little bit low, that's okay, they'll help you out. You can attend seminars with your teachers and experts, and you can develop your intercultural communication skills. So you get to learn about another culture and how it works, and this will be useful if you get a job in the future where you have to work with foreigners, and you learn to know, oh, why does this foreigner talk this way? Why does this foreigner think this way? You'll know why. Okay. Included in the program, this is included in the tuition, is the intensive German courses, the workshops with experts. They will give you an opportunity to meet people from some of these businesses, because it's a Fachhochschule, it has lots of connections to local businesses, and they will sometimes invite someone from one of these companies to come and meet with you if there's a chance. Oops, wrong way. There we go. All right, so cultural and co-curricular activities every week. So they have a weekly activity where they take you out of the city to someplace else to see something interesting. We'll talk about that in a little bit. There's emergency on-site support for 24/7, so if you have an emergency, you call someone, they will help you out. There are field trips and excursions, breakfast and lunch, transportation in Dresden and all of Germany. Oh my God, look at that, all over Germany, everywhere. I'll talk a little bit more. Student ID card, you get a pre-departure advising, and also they will meet you at the airport and take you there. Oh, it's like a chauffeur, all right. Your schedule might look something like this. This is a typical schedule for one of these programs. You'll usually start around 9 o'clock and you'll end around 4:45. For the first week, first week will be pretty simple. You'll have a welcome event, and then you'll try to get into your schedule. And by week 2, 3, and 4, you'll be on a set schedule where you have a seminar in the morning, lunch, and then another seminar or field trip or cultural workshop in the afternoon, like that. And every Sunday there's an excursion for you to enjoy. Oh, okay. All right, room and board. The university will help you find housing. They have different options: private apartment, a hostel, or homestay. The housing options really depend on how many students sign up and also what is available. So the housing, we'll let you know the details of the housing when we get it, but we have the options right here, and you might stay in a room like this when you're over there. It really depends on how many students will sign up. But lunch and breakfast are included in the cost of tuition, so that's set. You don't need to worry about that at all. You just go to the cafeteria, grab a pretzel, and one of those weird apple juices with the bubbles in it. Ooh, I hate those apple juices. I don't know why they put bubbles in their apple juice. It drove me nuts. Anyway, you can get your bubble water here. The Germans only drink bubble water, just so you know. All right. And for student life, they offer a buddy program where they might pair you up with another student to maybe show you around, make you feel at home. You'll get a student ID card, and actually you'll get an ISIC card. It's an International Student Identity Card. It looks like this. It will give you discounts in lots of places, like museums and maybe hostels, so you can get discounts if you have this card. Oh, yes, very good. All right. And the best part is the Deutschland ticket that gets you onto these trains. This ticket covers all of Germany. It's included in the cost of tuition. You can travel in anywhere in Germany, anywhere, for free. Do you have any idea how amazing that is? Yeah, it's a pretty good deal. You just have to ride on the German train, that's a problem, but okay. So that's the best part of that is the Deutschland ticket. I would take this, if I was young, I would take this program just for the ticket. So you could explore all over Germany like that. In fact, because Germany is in the Schengen zone, you could take the train to another country. Oh, interesting. You could go to the Netherlands. All right, so as for safety, you have to watch out for good things and bad things. All right, this is my German shirt. I bought it in Germany. All right. There's 24/7 emergency support, so there's always someone you can call when you need help. There's a student affairs office that will give you advice, and then of course they offer airport pickup and drop off. So if you have an emergency, they will try their best to help you out. Germans are very efficient, so you don't need to worry about them making a mistake. They won't make a mistake. They take good care of their students. All right. As for the field trips and excursions, you will visit lots of places, including employers, such as VW, which has this transparent factory in Dresden. They often take students over there to take a look and do a tour of the factory. You can also visit historical monuments and sites. You can try local food and discover Dresden's culture and history as well. Okay. If you don't like the city, you can get out of the city and you can see beautiful scenery. They have mountains, very small mountains, but mountains. Great for hiking. Wonderful place for hiking. Beautiful scenery, beautiful trees. Germans love trees, and they take good care of their trees. And you can also see historic towns and villages. Oops, I'm blocking with my finger. Like this one. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. But you can go on a trip. They have trips every weekend, and you get to see places outside of Dresden and in the rest of Saxony. All right, our contact person for this program is Paula Yakonis. She works for the university, the Fachhochschule, and she is the person in charge of student programs, foreign student programs. So her contact information is there. So you can ask her directly if you like. All right, now I'm going to shift. We're not going to talk about the Fachhochschule, we're going to talk about me. Yes, my favorite subject. Because I also studied abroad in Germany, and I thought it would help you if you heard from someone who did it, what it's like. In 2005, I studied at the University of Stuttgart. Stuttgart is right here in the south. Dresden is over here. Anyway, I went there in 2005 for a summer program, one summer in Germany, to practice my German. I visited many places, such as Dresden, Leipzig, Berlin, Cologne, Munich, Bodensee. and many, many more places. That Deutschland ticket is worth a lot, all right? You can go everywhere. For example, this is the Frauenkirche in Dresden. In World War II, it was exploded. And after the war, they wanted to rebuild. And you can see the drawing right here, these black blocks. That's the original block. All the white blocks are new. So they tried to rebuild with the original block. You can see the black ones there. You will see a lot of that in Dresden. They have lots of these little black blocks. That's leftovers from the war, and they try to put them into the new buildings. All right. I also went to Leipzig. And this is the, oh yes, St. Nicholas Church. That's what it is. This is the St. Nicholas Church in Dresden. Or not Dresden, in Leipzig, excuse me. Leipzig, it was built in the 12th century. That's the 世纪. So it's the 12th century. It's old. Very old. Older than Taichung. Yes, Taichung is not very old. I like this church because it was pink. I have never seen a pink church in my life. It was pink, and the beautiful palm capitals on the columns was very special. No other church has this. Very unique. I also went to Berlin and saw the Reichstag. Anyone know what that is? Oh, do you know what that is? No? Do you know? That's their parliament building. That's where the parliament meets. And that's where they were going to vote out Olaf Scholz probably next week. Anyway, this is the Brandenburg Gate. You might see that in lots of famous movies, famous building. And this is the Altes Museum. That's also a very good place to see old artifacts and art. In fact, Berlin has an entire island of museums. Museum Island. They have like 6 museums all close together, and you can visit them all. It's wonderful, all right? And with your student ID card, you'll get discount. Okay. In Cologne, there you go, they have the world's 3rd tallest church, and one of the largest Gothic churches in the world. This is the Cologne Cathedral. It is the most popular landmark in Germany. Lots of tourists will go to Germany just to see this church. It is quite a sight. It's beautiful inside. And also, you can order beer by the meter. That is beer. Yeah, 啤酒. 1 meter. I've never seen beer by the meter before, but you can order a meter of beer. All right. So that's one thing you can do in Cologne. Now, Munich, or München, if you want to speak German, they have the Hofbräuhaus. It's a famous beer hall. Very old, very famous. It's part of the city's, we'll say, the city's heart. It's the heart of the city, I would say. Also very popular with tourists. And I also saw locals there. I was surprised. I didn't think, oh, locals will go here. Too many tourists. No, locals have their special area for the locals. They keep the tourists and the locals separate. But the locals have their own beer mugs. They keep their beer mug at the beer hall. And when they go to the beer hall and order their beer, they serve them in their own mug. So I think that's pretty cool. And this is a beautiful church. There's lots of beautiful architecture, and Munich has wonderful architecture. It's different than other German cities. It has a variety of architecture. It's really interesting. And this is a BMW. Did you know that? That's a BMW, yeah. Oh, I saw that on the street. I thought it was funny. All right. After that, I went to the Bodensee, also called Lake Constance, and you can see Germans swimming in the lake. Beautiful scenery, wonderful place to relax, and you can stay at the Bad Hotel. Bad in German means bath, so it's a place to take a bath, but in English it just says Bad Hotel, and I thought it was funny. Well, okay. But anyway, you can go for a bath, you can swim, and can relax, go to a sauna, enjoy yourself in the Bodensee. That's a good place to go. All right, I don't have enough time to talk about all the places I went, because I went to so many. If you want to see nature, I would recommend the Black Forest, Schwarzwald. The Black Forest is a very good place to visit if you like hiking. You can visit old villages and castles, and this was a library in someone's palace. It was really cool. So there are lots of castles and things you can see when you're there. And for food and drink, of course, drink the beer. But you are poor students with no money. So you'll have to eat doner kebabs for dinner. That's called a doner kebab. It's cheap. They're cheap food that students will eat. It's actually pretty good. Meat, vegetables, this kind of pita bread, and this, I guess, Greek sauce or something. I don't know what it is. It's a bit tangy. But you can order this pretty much everywhere in any city at a Turkish restaurant. And that's where you buy it, and it's cheap. So you'll be eating a lot of them if you go. All right. Anyway, that's my experience. Does anyone have any questions for me about my experience? Any questions at all? No? None? Okay, all right. Well, in that case, I'll turn the floor over to our wonderful German teacher, Teacher Guo. Yes! Oh, it's already up there, okay. Oh, this is tricky.
So, hello. 刚刚 Martin 他介绍他去过很多地方，还记得他去过哪里吗？Berlin。OK， Berlin 如果我们从德勒斯登到 Berlin， 距离只有200公里。从德勒斯登我们要去的那个地方，所以坐火车大概3个小时就到了。坐慢车，给我帮你都用慢车算，因为你们的课程里面包含了一张交通卡，那张交通卡叫做 Day Ticket。那张 Day Ticket 可以在全德国做所有的大众运输，都是免费的。比如火车的话是慢车，慢车就是你不能坐它的快速车，就是 ECA。那之外的火车都可以坐，所以大概从德勒斯登到柏林3个小时就可以到，所以你只要当天来回也是可以的。还有吗？除了柏林以外，还记得 Martin 还有去哪里吗？Leipzig，OK，Leipzig 距离德勒斯登呢100公里而已，所以你坐火车的话，慢车1半小时就到了。所以你是当天可以来回 Leipzig， 就那个有粉红色的教堂那个地方。还有吗？好，我先稍微因为我等一下的东西是蛮无聊的，因为是行政的东西，比如要说明怎么样报名，然后要注意的事项。那可是德勒斯登这个城市是非常迷人的，因为它在东德。靠近捷克的地方，所以我刚刚为什么问说他到柏林200公里，他到莱布锡100公里，那他到了布拉格只要150公里，所以你也可以去布拉格，可以去捷克，这都是可以去的地方，因为我们的护照是可以到捷克免签证的。那当然，如果你想要到波兰的话，也可以，就一样坐火车1个小时就可以到波兰的边境，然后走路就可以过桥就到波兰，所以你们也可以一次就去3个国家。好。那我要讲一些比较要注意的地方呢，就是刚刚 Martin 已经有讲到，我们的课程呢是1个月的语言课程，它从8月18号到9月12号，礼拜1到礼拜5每天都要上课，早上跟下午它都有安排课程，那下午会比较多是可能参观一些企业，或者是带你们做一些文化的导览。那6日的话，有可能6日它会安排1次的校外教学，就是旅行，那其他的时间你们都可以自己安排的。那自己安排的话，就可以安排像我刚刚讲的那些地点，都是你有办法当天来回的。 那当然，如果去捷克的话，当天来回比较可惜，会建议你礼拜六就出发，礼拜天再回来，可以住一个晚上，市区稍微看一下就好了。那我们的上课地点就刚刚讲到的是德勒斯登科大，就是发送书跟我们学校是一样的选制的。那我们会出发会早一点点，会8月15号礼拜5就飞到德国是礼拜6早上。那你们大概会有1天的时间可以稍微整理一下，然后准备一下，适应一下环境，然后礼拜1再进学校上课。那德勒斯登科大呢会派人到机场去接送你们，可以接到德勒斯登。那回台湾的时间会是9月14号的礼拜天，可以让你们礼拜6的因为课程到礼拜5，所以礼拜6你还有时间整理一下行李，礼拜6才需要坐飞机。这是我们目前的安排。那课程呢会有3门课，就是在地的听跟说，也其实就是听说读写，外加文化跟风俗的课程，或是实习的课程也包含在这个学分里面。所以总共是3门课，每门课2门学分，所以总共会得到6个学分。那这个6个学分的折抵呢，我先讲折抵的部分，就是它是可以跨系选修的学分折抵。可是你们还是要看看每一个科系，你们自己科系的规定，就是你们跨系选修是可以折抵多少学分。那原则上是这个6学分都是可以折抵的。可它折抵呢，必须要在现行的学制内使用，就是你不能跨学制。如果你跨了学制，它就不能用。所以你现在是什么学制，就是只有在这个学制上是可以抵这6个学分的。那这个到时候你们如果有需要的话，可以问问看语言中心之类的。好，那我讲一下，刚刚讲到这6学分3门课是必修课，就是一定都要到的。所以要很注意，就是在德国刚刚讲到，他们是不太能接受迟到，就是你可以比老师早到，可是不能比老师晚到。所以每天的课程呢，就是都要准时。这是一个最基本的，对德国人来说，他们觉得当学生就是准时是第一步。那当然学校会给一些作业或是一些考试，一般通常不太会有考试，因为德国人不喜欢考试，尤其是这种语言课程。可是还是可能多少会有一些小考之类的。不过一般都会是让你交作业。他会给你很多，你可能要到街头去访问路人之类的，也是因为在地听说嘛，所以一定要到路上去跟德国人沟通。这是有可能会发生的，在课堂还会安排这种课。那当然还有就是写作的话，你要把你采访的过程然后写成文章，然后上台跟同学介绍，也是一些他们有可能会安排的课程，那就是要积极的参与，这样你的德文程度会增加，而且会吸收到很多不同的知识，然后有可能呢还会认识到不同国家的人，因为你在路上做街访的时候，可能就会认识其他国家的人。所以这是要注意，就是积极的参与课程，然后不要迟到。那这门课呢，因为它是进阶课程，所以它其实是要有一定的德语基础。然后因为刚刚看到很多同学都是没有上过德文的。那所以呢，原则上就是要去参加这个课程之前，要先上过证照班的课，就是要考过 A1， 因为这样它可以直接帮我们开 A2 这个层级的德语课。那如果大家都是 A2 的话，它就比较容易上课。那所以如果都是没有上过的同学，还是一样要上证照班。可是因为证照班通常是已经上过德文课、选修过德文课的同学，就是有选修过学分班的。然后上这个证照班会比较容易通过这个德语的检定。那证照班学校都是免费的，然后只是他在上课的时候报名的时候，你要先缴就是检定的费用，就是确认你之后证照班结束之后一定要考检定。所以那笔费用其实就是检定费，它其实课堂是免费的。那如果是没有学过任何德语课的同学，学校是安排在证照班之前会有1个礼拜的先行的课程，可以稍微帮你们准备一下之前有德语能力同学他们大概上到什么东西，也会先帮你们做一些准备。大概是它是密集课，所以就是1到5晚上的课程，然后会开在开学的第1周。所以如果有考虑要参加这个游学团的同学，就是你们要先保留第1个礼拜的晚上，可以把自己的德文先稍微有一点点基础之后，再加入证照班，然后大家在一起把自己的德文程度提升到 A1。那之后你们去德国有 A2 的程度，也比较不会感到害怕，因为毕竟并不是每个德国人都会讲很好的英文。因为有些德国人他们可能第2外语并不是修英文的，他们有可能修俄语，尤其是在东德的地方。因为我们这次去的城市是在东德，他们很多人是俄语会讲得比英文好的。所以就是当然是尽量把自己的德语拉到一个程度再过去的话，你也比较不会害怕你们当地的生活。所以就是不管有没有上过，有没有德语基础或没德语基础，都要上证照班。只 是没有德语基础的同学，就是我们会在证照班之前会有一个密集班，会帮大家做一下准备。然后最后再看看大家的能力有没有达到，真的可以一起过去。不过通常参加完证照班应该都是可以过的，因为我们去年7个参加证照班，我们就过了6个。然后那一个没过的同学是因为他后来没来上课。所以就是你只要跟着证照班的课堂跟脚步走的话，一般都是。